What's up guys, it's Supercar Blondie here. Now, you know me, driving fast around a track, pretty much all the adrenaline I need. But for this woman who you're about to see in our Behind the Lens series, it's not about speed, it's about something completely different. It's about height. What she does is she professionally climbs mountains and cliff faces, literally this steep, for a living. But what she also does is she does it with a camera in her hand. I cannot imagine how difficult that would be. You've got to see this. Check this out.
My name's Lucy Shepherd and I'm an adventurer. I suppose I've always had adventure in my blood. I didn't even know that expeditions could be had by people like me. I came across an advert in the paper and it was asking for 18 to 25-year-olds to apply to a scientific Arctic expedition to Svalbard. I got in, and so I headed off with 9 other people off to Svalbard for 10 whole weeks, age 18. It took a lot for me to say, I'm now an adventurer, but now I'm an adventurer. Back in the helicopter. My job on expedition is 2 things really. I'm having to be the filmmaker.
Good morning.
But I'm also having to be a good team player. So I'm always having to think ahead. I'm having to try and think, okay, what could potentially happen that I need to get the camera in that person's face for? 4 a.m. It means getting up early, it means going ahead before anyone else, it means staying up late to offload the cards, as well as just being a team member, being a climbing partner.
It's pretty gnarly, wasn't it, Jim? Sort of most professional camera I suppose I use is the DSLR. This one works really well in low light, and it's also pretty weatherproof, which is important to me. And it works really well on the gimbal. So this little gimbal is great because it doesn't weigh too much. It's easy to assemble. I can assemble it with gloves, which is obviously really good for the places I tend to go to. The other camera is a drone. In Iceland, we were swimming from iceberg to iceberg. And it's really hard to explain what that's like, being in the freezing water, climbing up on icebergs, but this gave a really good perspective of that. So the other camera I take, it's kind of an obvious choice, isn't it? A GoPro. It's robust, it can fit on your harness, whether a chest harness or a helmet. So use this climbing when you've got your ice axes on, it's vertical wall stuff. You don't want to be thinking about what shots you're going to get. Embarrassingly, the one that I actually happen to use most on my trips is the actual smartphone, because a lot of the time I'm trying to be a good team member, I'm trying to pull my weight, there's technical stuff or it's bad weather, and it's quite good quality footage actually. Things can escalate very quickly.
Expeditions, they're known to be dangerous and I have to accept that, and so I do a lot of preparation beforehand with the team to make sure we're as prepared as possible, calculate the risks, know what we're going into, but there are always the unknowns, there are always the uncertainties that you just can't plan for.
This day is not ending. Everything has happened in this day. Yesterday was really hard. I was really questioning why I even do this kind of thing.
And so you have all these miserable experiences on an expedition and they're really horrible and hard, and you think, why on earth am I doing this? And you get back home and your memory just goes and you just remember how much you achieved, how great it felt. So I think I'm addicted to something called Type 2 fun, which is the type of fun that you have after the event is finished. So I've always want to capture the memory, and being able to go back to that at a later date and see your experience, see how you felt, see your face, like how happy it was or how sad it was or how proud. It's really incredible, and it really helps you go on to achieve your next hurdle in life, whatever it may be.
Here is everyone.
But I've also found that by me telling the story through film, in some way I think I can inspire others to maybe take on their own challenges, whatever it might be. Another reason I share my footage is I really want other people to realise just how awesome this world is and how vulnerable it can make you feel, but also how fragile it is as well. So by sharing that in my footage, hopefully maybe it will make people want to experience the wilderness their own way, and maybe by experiencing the wilderness they'll then care more about the environment. With climate change happening, we need more people to care, and how should they care about something they don't know about? But this place is paradise. There isn't any other paradise, this is it. What an adventure. Anyway, better get back to it.